In this video, I want to go over my quick thoughts for episode 1 and 2 of Shinsho Yoshai, Kono Yoshigo Oritosu Kosu no Shin Sugararu. I was pretty skeptical going into the show because it's another isekai, and we just needed more of those, but due to the fact that I've honestly not watched that many shows this season, the only one being Vinland Saga and the Gunhead anime, I said why not? It looks pretty nice for an isekai trash, so let's see what it's about. I actually liked the first episode quite a bit. It was actually pretty funny, surprisingly. The first episode really had these moments where it would be making a joke and in an instant it would switch his art style and intensity to really play it up. And it all happened so fast that by the time my brain finished wrapping my head around what happened, I couldn't help but laugh. I love the extreme contrast in the animation and the hard cutaways. The show doesn't think it's funny and struts its stuff to let everyone else know that it's funny. It kind of just does the thing and it moves on. If you laughed, great. If you didn't, the scene was over 5 seconds ago. But the show is centered around our two characters, a useless goddess and the main character whose name I didn't even bother trying to remember. He is the hero who is so cautious that immediately upon being isekai, that's a verb by the way, he puts off saving the world to go do push-ups for weeks to prepare, refuses to eat food from the goddess because it might be poison, and upon finally reaching the world he's supposed to save, he accuses the little girl trying to kill him by giving him a cursed charm. The joke loses its humor by trying to explain it, but it's genuinely a good time watching the lengths this character will go to ensure he doesn't get hurt. And it's funny because it's absurd, it's funny because it's a constant breaking of expectations. But these characters already went above and beyond in the first episode, so I'm curious how the rest of the show will go. Some people are comparing the show to the best isekai ever.
No, soup.
A show about a guy who gets isekai to help save a world and ends up teaming with the goddess who summoned him. But it turns out the goddess is almost completely useless in helping him achieve that. But the thing with Konosuba is, IMO, the characters don't have a strict character flaw that gets played up for laugh. They're just stupid. Aqua is stupid. Kazuma, while being the best of the bunch, isn't much better than the rest of the group. And while you can say that Darkness and Megumi are pretty one note in their role in the story, these characters are for the most part secondary to Kazuma and Aqua. So Darkness and Megumi kind of get to play off the shenanigans that those two create, while allowing their one trick to still remain fresh due to the different scenarios. And because Kazuma and Aqua are more general in the problems that they have, the viewer isn't able to easily predict what could happen in any given scene. Because at any moment, the stupid could strike from between the battle with the Demon Lord to a trip to a neighboring city. And I'm worried that Shinsho Yushi Kono Yoshigor ga Ore to Kusuno Shochin. And I'm worried that Cautious Hero, the heroes overpowered by overly cautious, won't have that much staying power. Believe me when I said that I enjoyed the first episode, but I feel like I already got to the point of the show. Like, where can it go from here? It was already so absurd that you can only get so much more cautious before I'm just burned out from it all. And even if the author was creative enough to keep upping the ante of just how much of a pussy this character is, it would just be so stupid that it would kind of be beating a dead horse at that point. The joke would have long since ran its course by then. So what's next? Well, we're at here. So any other jokes will reasonably be around this level. He can only get less cautious from here, which some word will ruin the unique slant the show had. And he has to develop at some point. I'm just worried this gimmick might run its course before we even hit the midway point. And by episode 2, I'm starting to believe that. I still enjoyed the episode, but the humor kinda wasn't working for me. It was still enjoyable. I wasn't laughing, but I had a few smirks here and there, a few. And the animation quality definitely put in some work this episode. But I did find the ending funny because who can see that coming? But I'm already starting to feel desensitized to the guy who was way too cautious about everything. Through the power of paying attention, I knew he wouldn't fight the Demon Lord right away, and I also knew that he would nuke a corpse, so really not too many surprises this episode, except for the ending mostly for me. So will I keep watching this show? Most likely. Even if it stops being funny, I still find its attempts amusing. Could this all go downhill in a few episodes? Wouldn't put it past the show. Would I recommend you start watching it? Yes, because you probably enjoy things unlike me, so you might actually. So hey, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and sub to my channel. And I also have a gaming channel, Twitter, and a Twitch account that you can check out. Peace. Thanks for watching.